Okay, here is, I believe, the fourth video for the first day with me just trying to set up everything and explain everything. Now I'm using another flip video camera, the third camera that I've been using to try to make sure that everything is uploaded in an appropriate way. There's still some other videos that I have recorded that are pending or processing on YouTube, and then we're going to try to embed them from YouTube to our KC shell. One thing that I neglected to say in that would be my dog playing. This is what he does. Okay, hold it. I'm giving a lecture here. Seriously. One thing I neglected to say last time was the grading scale. I do grade individual assignments on 100 points, but the actual grading scale, A, B plus, B, C plus, and stuff like that, is sort of unique to our communication studies program. And so, for instance, actually 92.5 to 100 will be an A range. So please take a look at that. That's on page 5. What this video is meant to do is to explain some of the specific assignments. And I'm going to try to be somewhat brief here because of the nature of these videos. And I know that you can read this stuff on the syllabus. But the first big thing that I mentioned, this is on page 6, is the threaded discussions / forums. Basically what I'm going to do is I will put a prompt on Koala Connection. I actually have the forums on the main page of our course shell. And so I will give you some sort of topic, and then you need to respond to that topic. Basically what it says here, and this is the main information that you need to know for this: I will offer one of my own prompts per week, and I will expect each of you to respond to that prompt and to respond to at least one other response. I also require you to offer at least one of your own prompts and respond to at least one of your own prompts. Sorry, I got to another sentence or line. I will also require you to offer at least one of your own prompts over the course of our 4 weeks. And then it is my hope and prayer that folks will respond to those prompts. I should have made that a requirement as well, but I can't redo the syllabus now. I will monitor all forum discussions throughout the course, and they will be graded at the end of our 4 weeks. So, one prompt per week. You have to respond to that prompt, and you also have to respond to at least one other person given that prompt. So 4 weeks, 4 different prompts, 4 responses to my prompt, 4 responses to at least one other person, and then create one of your own prompts or topics over the course of our 4 weeks. But then ideally, hopefully, even though it's not required, respond to each other. This is just a way for us to have a discussion about course content and things like that, since this is all online and not face-to-face. So far as the grading scheme, I use a matrix that I completely and utterly stole from Dr. Burke, and that is on page 6. And it sort of lets you know how I'm going to evaluate this stuff. I have various categories there that I have borrowed from Dr. Burke is a better way to put it. Promptness and initiative, relevance of the post, expression within the post, contribution to the class as sort of a larger community of learners. And so that stuff should let you know how I will be grading this particular assignment at the end of the semester or our 4 weeks. Remember again that the threaded discussion is worth 20% of the overarching grade. The second thing that I'm asking you to do is a travel blog. using Tumblr, which is amazingly easy to use. In the syllabus, I do have two websites that I want you to take a look at. It's required reading. You should read that about travel, writing, and things like that. And though I'm not really teaching you like perhaps Miss Brinson would in her blogging classes exactly how to blog, it's much more about the process of reflecting on the sites that you visit. Remember, sites are doubled. We're doing virtual sites of real sites, even though those are all blurred together. And so here is the lowdown. Again, this is on page 7 in your syllabus. And it is different from just our discussions because it's your reaction specifically to the sites that we visit, and also it's for a wide open public. So you might have people other than this class following you, maybe not. It sort of depends on how you set this up. So first, what you have to do is to set up a Tumblr blog. I have put directions on how to do that on our KC shell. It is amazingly easy. You might have to play with it a little bit. And you can customize it, but if you need any help, please call me or email me, or you can also call IT. I know they have a really good sense of what I'm trying to do, but putting together a Tumblr blog is amazingly easy, and it is free. I'm not asking you to do any of this stuff or anything that would actually cost you more money. And the site is on the syllabus. And really, here's what I expect you to do: to create at least one blog entry for each site we visit. And that blog entry should not be like a 1 or 2 sentences. It should be, as I say here, at least 3 or 4 thick, rich, descriptive paragraphs that describes the site, but also educates the audience by saying something interesting about the site from conceptual things from our reading. So in other words, the paragraphs or each blog entry is sort of like a mini application of the concepts that you are learning, almost like a mini little critical essay in blog form. So I'll give you more information as we sort of get through this, but just so you know what you need to do, and you can do more than 4, or not 4 actually. That's the other thing, the 4 prompts you'll get from me for the threaded discussion. But if you take a look, the tentative course schedule on page 11, I have in bold the different sites that we're going to and the different tours. Our first tour starts this Thursday. We're going to the State House, the grounds. Tour number 2 is here in Columbia, the Man Simons historical site. And so that's 2. 3 is Fort Sumter. 4 is Magnolia Plantation. 5 is Gullah Tours. 6 is back here to the South Carolina State Museum. And then our final tour is actually our own college, Columbia College, sort of seeing it as a tourist destination and a tourist site, a site of a place of public memory. So 7, which means at the end of the 4 weeks, you should have at least 7 blogs on Tumblr, 7 entries that are those thick, rich 3 to 4 paragraphs that is applying course content while you're describing and discussing those 7 sites. Okay, and that again is worth 20% of the overarching course grade. The next is writing to learn through tweeting. So tweeting, you need to set up a Twitter account. Again, that's amazingly easy and free. I also have directions on your Koala Connection, our shell. Basically, what I want you to do, much like the blog, is to tweet reactions to these sites that we visit as if you were going to these places, and you can if you want to physically but just sort of tweeting some of your immediate reactions. Remember, Twitter only allows 140 characters, so you can't say a whole lot there. And I'm only requiring one per site, so seven tweets over 4 weeks. That's it. You can do more if you really get into it, and hopefully you will. And what I want you to use, so we can all sort of see each other's stuff, and my hope is to have links to everybody's account on Koala Connection as people create their accounts. But use the hashtag Ret of Tourism. So after those, and those do count as your as a part of the 140 characters, I think. So whatever your response is, number RHETOFTOURISM, hashtag Ret of Tourism. And that, because it's not a whole lot to do, is only worth 10%, I believe, of the entire course grade. And that is correct. The reflection emails, and I'm going to stop with this one because I'm going to say a lot more about the critical essay here in this next video. But the learning to write emails and writing to learn, basically it's helping you to understand professional etiquette when you are writing emails, and I actually have a link there for you to read about creating professional emails. It's amazing how many times I write emails that are ridiculously unprofessional, and I get stuff from students that's just amazingly unprofessional and stupid. Not that's no, I should not have said that. We're all learning. But basically what I'm asking you to do here is to email me reflections to your readings, so I can see that you understand the readings, because obviously I still want you to understand all of this stuff. I'm just not quizzing you or giving you an exam, because again, I don't like those things when they're done online. So basically this is what it says. And this is very, very clear in the tentative course schedule as well. I tell you what kind of email, or when I want emails and everything like that. And I will take off 5 points for each email you miss. There's a little typo there in the syllabus. So you assume you start with 100 here, and this is worth. If I go back. This is worth 20% of the grade. Basically, I will take off 5 points for each email you miss. So start with 100. If you neglect to email me when I say give me the first email, that would be a 95, and keep on going. So it's less about the content and more about us just interacting, so you get the sense, the real sense that I'm interested in your takes on all this stuff, and that you are indeed reading, and I will obviously be able to tell from the emails, but so we can go back and forth through email, just making sure that you individually understand the reading. And the same, so far as the scheduling of all this stuff, the same is true with the blogging and the tweeting and the emails. Because this is online, I try to be amazingly detailed so far as when I want stuff and everything like that. So I'm going to stop there, and hopefully you at least understand the first 4 of the assignments, and I'm going to devote another video specifically to the paper, because that's really the big assignment of the entire semester. Thank you.